Just a moment. Let me start with the so now first of all tell me how was your break? You have used it properly or just enjoyed and did some other work or some studies also? Huh? One by one you can just unmute your mic and then you can tell. But always speak so we will not, it will be disturbing. Huh, Barbie, what you did?
Little bit of study, not little bit,
Okay.
but whole that's it.
Uh-huh.
And then little bit of enjoyment with my sister.
Okay, okay. And then Neha, what you did?
Ma'am, study and then I did some of my hobbies and watching movies. That's
Okay, okay. So you will went out of this place or no?
no, ma'am, we are here only.
Oh, along
I
the
went for
road.
walking every day.
Yeah, that is a good thing. Okay, but not out of station, na? No one, na? Otherwise, my
No.
problem is there will be quarantine, na? That is one thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay, okay. So Shravani, what you did?
Ma'am, nothing much. Just little bit of studies and enjoyed
Uh,
some holidays.
okay, okay. And Devansh,
Ma'am,
what you did, Devansh?
studies,
Only study. Uh-huh.
and I learned cooking.
Cooking also. Very good. Okay, so your hobby is cooking also.
Yes, ma'am.
That's fine. This is the very nice time for the hobbies to
Yes,
be,
ma'am. Sure.
isn't it? Otherwise, you will never get such time. Okay, and Devanshi has joined you all know, children, that one girl, Devanshi has joined. So, Devanshi, can you introduce yourself? Unmute your mic and you can introduce yourself, Devanshi. Devanshi, okay, she left now being joined. Devanshi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can introduce yourself.
Ma'am, I have already introduced myself.
Acha, acha, okay, when?
Ma'am, in physics class.
Physics class. Everyone knows you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very nice. So, okay, you had a contact also in these holidays?
No, ma'am.
Did you did you contact anyone and ask what was done in the different subject classes? Did you do that?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No,
Actually, I was not having anybody's number.
contact number.
Contact number.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Acha, okay, okay. So now you will get it. You'll be able to talk to them on the group. You can just take up anyone's number and then you can find out. But today we'll do that only. Whatever we have done in the last classes, we'll try to revise and then from next period onwards, we'll move ahead with the syllabus. Okay.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
anyone else want to share what you did in the holidays, these 17 to 17? No, more than that, isn't it? More than that it was. Okay, so anyone else want to share? Otherwise, we'll come back to our studies and we'll try to discuss what we did.
Ma'am, one question.
Say.
Ma'am, you asked us to send that our research of the investigatory project. I already sent you, but you didn't reply.
Okay. For some students, I have done. Barbie, I gave you na that you can start typing. So Neha is left. Okay. And then who else is left? Neha has sent, and then someone I was not able
Ma'am,
to.
ma'am, I also sent the
Acha,
investigative project synopsis.
acha, synopsis. So you sent it now only, na, and Neha sent it longer. Okay.
Yes,
So both
ma'am.
of you, I'll be reading it today, and I'll tell you that you can start your typing work. Okay.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
I was just leaving that work. Ki, chalo, let the school begin. Then only you start your work. Many
Okay.
children were asking for the questions also. So now from today onwards, we will start our work, and you all also start your regular studies properly in a proper way. Okay. So Neha, I'll tell you today, and Shavni also. And who else has prepared and you got the topic? And if you have completed with the synopsis work, so we'll start again now quickly. So let us start with the synopsis work only, the project work. So these three have completed. Is it Barbie, Shravani, Neha? Okay, who else? Ritu got the topic. You selected the topic. Ritu also selected now. Ritu, you can unmute your mic and you can speak. Okay, Somna has also joined. If he is not speaking, what happened? Okay, Devansh, you have selected the topic.
No, ma'am. I didn't join the classes of the last few weeks when
No,
they were
you
going
couldn't
on,
join it.
so I
Correct.
didn't.
Okay. So now see those who have not selected yet, I'll talk about this project topics tomorrow in the next class. Just what you do, those who have selected, they will read it further again the project, the procedure and all, and then those who have not selected the topic yet, they can select the topic, and next period we will discuss. Okay. Now we will start today with the revision part. Let us come back to what we did before the holidays. So I hope you are remembering that we started with the unit number. Can anyone tell? Unit number 3, correct? Okay, and in that unit number 3, we did one chapter, and that was the cell chapter. Okay, in that cell chapter, we have completed all the cell organelles, all the structure of the cell organelles, plus their functions. Okay, so we have done that in detail. Electron microscopic structure of each cell organelle was done. तो दिस इज द रिविजन जिस जिसने नहीं पढ़ा है तो वो फिर से पूरा रिवाइज करेगा ओके I'm giving you in this 1 week what you will do, you revise the whole thing what we did before this holidays or before this break. Okay, so one was the chapter that is the cell structure and function, isn't it? Okay. Then after that, we left the two chapters. That chapter now we'll do it afterwards. So then we started with the human physiology as you have already done in 10th standard, and that is the further extension of those topics only. So we completed with the chapter that is digestion. Are you remembering everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So you can use the chat box also so that I can get immediately your responses. So the digestion and the absorption we completed, and if any doubt, so you will be asking the next period. Okay, तो करना क्या होगा सारा कुछ एक बार फिर से रीडिंग करना है बिकॉज यू नो इन दिस लॉन्ग ब्रेक किसी ने पढ़ा होगा किसी ने नहीं पढ़ा होगा so everyone try to revise it once again. Okay, and so that you can recollect everything. Now after that we started with the breathing and the exchange of gases. So in that also we did a lot. Okay, बहुत सारा उसमें inclusion था जो नया नया. I hope you are remembering the pulmonary volumes and the capacities. Remembering or not? In the
Yes,
breathing respiration
Yes,
chapter.
yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, Barbie, can you tell what all we did in that pulmonary capacities?
Ma'am,
Pulmonary volumes and capacities. Are you remembering? In the respiration chapter, breathing and exchange of gases.
respiratory volumes and capacity.
Huh? So what was the different ones? What were
Uh,
the different volumes?
tidal volume and
Correct?
inspiratory,
Huh?
inspiratory reserve volume.
Reserve.
and
Correct.
expiratory reserve volume,
Uh,
Residual volume.
Residual volume. Correct, correct. Okay, so try to remember all these things, everyone, because I'll be putting up the questions in front of you all, and I want immediate response. जिसका नाम बोलेंगे उसको तुरंत आंसर देके जाना है. Is it clear? Then only I will come to know that you are really studying. Okay, and then only we'll be able to move ahead. Then the next chapter we have completed the circulatory system also, that is the body fluids. Are you remembering now? So heart structure we did, double circulation, we studied the ECG, we studied how the heart beat originates. Are you remembering? And then we have done the whole of the cardiac cycle. And along with that, the defects which are or the disorders related to that system. Then we have completed with the excretory system. So in the excretory system, we complete the disorders also, because that part I was not
yes,
remembering.
ma'am.
Uremia,
Yes, ma'am.
that also we completed, na? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
the
ma'am.
mechanism also I told you all. Only I think that one thing was remaining, that was the regulation, or regulation also we did, kidney function.
Regulation of kidney function is remaining.
That we have done, that we have done, na? Okay,
Ma'am,
that was
that's
remaining.
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 Ma'am, that's remaining.
That's remaining. Okay. To start from that topic, correct. Okay. So then we will
Ma'am,
start with the
ma'am,
yes, and
micturition is also left.
micturition. Okay, so the two topics are remaining in that. Okay. So now we will start with this these all. Now tell me, did you all do anything in the file work? And how we are having files? If the work you want to start, can you start it? Means it will depend upon the availability of your lab manual and your practical file pages. File cover you need not buy, but the file pages with the file you get it. How many have purchased? Just you can write it Y in chat box. Okay, you can write Y in chat box if you have done. If you are having the lab manual, okay. If Shravani is having, Bharvi is having, Neha is having. Okay. Only three of you all are having, na? Rest are not having. Acha, what about others? You will be able to arrange in the this week. You can write why. You can arrange in this week. So you can write why in the chat box. Just write why, so that we can start with this work next week. Onwards, we can start. Okay, Devansh will be able to arrange the lab manual plus the file papers. Okay, and Devanshi. Others will not. Okay, Devrat will also get it now. Now the shops have opened, na? I think you will be able to buy it. Okay, Raj Ojha bhi kar lenge arrange. Very good. Okay, fine. So others also try to do it, and then we will start. I'll be able to tell you the practicals, what has to be done. Okay, and then you can do that work. Okay. So now, before starting with little the revision from the cell chapter, first of all, tell me, do you have any doubt in the cell chapter? कुछ याद आ रहा है जो नहीं समझ में आया था? Okay. So Devanshi Mishra, did you understand what we did before the holidays?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So total how many chapters that means?
3 or 4.
Three or four? No, one chapter from the unit number 3, and 4 chapters from the unit number 5. Unit number 5, 4 chapters. One topic is remaining from that fourth chapter. Okay, Devanshi. So now what
Yes.
you can do, Devanshi, that you can start reading from the textbook. And then whatever you don't understand, then you can ask. Okay, so that way you'll have to start your work. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Devratna, did you revise all these things?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So shall we start with the revision of the first chapter, that is cell chapter? Okay. Cell, now name the organelles. Who will name them? Name the cell organelles. It will be just a revision. Okay, the basic thing I'll be asking.
Ma'am, can I answer?
Answer.
Ma'am, mitochondria,
Okay.
nucleus,
Uh,
uh, mesosomes,
uh,
inclusion bodies, chromato chromatophores, and
okay. What else? So can you tell me what is the difference between cell organelles and cell inclusions?
cell inclusions.
Cell
Ma'am,
organelles.
cell inclusions store all the things in them, and
Okay.
cell
And
organelle do different functions like secreting protein, lipids.
okay, okay. So they are active in some metabolic process. Okay, okay,
Yes,
correct.
ma'am.
Now, I want someone to tell me that what are the different components of the nucleus? What are the different components of the nucleus?
Ma'am, nuclear
Ma'am,
membrane,
Okay,
nucleoplasm, nucleolus,
okay.
DNA,
Uh,
chromatin,
Nuclear plot.
head.
we
nuclear
start
core.
from outside to inside. Okay, you will have to start in a proper order as we have done the explanation. Anyone?
From nuclear membrane,
Correct.
then
nucleoplasm,
nucleoplasm,
Uh,
chromatase,
nucleolus,
and
then inside that we will have the chromatin.
okay, correct. Okay, so what is the function of the nucleoplasm, or what is the composition of the nucleoplasm? Anyone can explain both the parts.
It has the nucleosides and nucleotides.
Correct. Okay. What is the
It
nature of
also has,
Net
it
what
is
is
a homogeneous fluid.
it is a homogeneous fluid. Okay, it is present in the inside the nucleus. Okay. Then what are
network of
nuclear pores and what is their function?
They form the subunits of ribosomes.
Nuclear pores.
Nuclear pores.
Huh?
They transport DNA and protein.
Transport DNA.
passages for the movement of particles from the outer membrane to the inside.
Correct. The transport of the substances from outside to inside of the nucleus goes on through the nucleus. But the DNA will not go out, remember. Okay, DNA will never go out of the nucleus. RNA goes out of the nucleus.
RNA.
DNA goes out of the nucleus. Okay. So that was what. Now we take up the next cell organelle, mitochondria. So quickly tell me the components of the mitochondria.
It
Components.
has two unit membrane and the matrix.
outer membrane,
With
inner membrane, and matrix.
The two unit membranes are inner membrane and outer membrane.
Correct. Okay. Then
Inner membrane is
Inner
projected
membrane.
inwards, which forms finger-like projections called cristae.
crystal,
correct.
and the surface of the
Cristae
crystal
has
has F1
F1
particles.
particles.
Correct. So one by one. Okay, one at a time. So Ritu Rohela, I'll stop it. Now Devansh Rathi will continue. Devansh will speak.
Ma'am, in the matrix, there are F1 particles and ribosomes.
Huh?
Uh,
Ribosome integration is what?
what? I
There
didn't.
is ribosome present in the mitochondria. राइबोसोम का लोकेशन बताओ. यू आर टेलिंग कि F1 particles are present with. F1 particles कहाँ है और राइबोसोम कहाँ है? Can you tell? Devansh, anyone else can tell.
I'm in the
Ma'am,
matrix.
ribosomes are
Matrix.
present in matrix.
Correct. Okay. हाँ.
F1 particles are present on cristae.
On the crystal. Very good. That you have to remember. ये सबको याद होना चाहिए because exact thing ही ध्यान रखने का है. Okay. Now next thing. I want now you all to tell me what is the basic structure of the chloroplast. Chloroplast.
It is discoidal and covered by two unit membrane.
It is discoidal covered by two-unit membrane. Correct. Then internal
It
structure.
it contains stroma,
It
which
will
is a
have.
homogeneous fluid.
It is a fluid present. Correct. Then Barbie, can you continue with that?
And it has thylakoid,
Uh,
then granular, granulate.
so what is thylakoid? You are not saying in a proper way. You have to move in a means of organized way, one after the
Uh,
other. Matrix contains
thylakoid.
stroma contains what?
Then,
Stroma contains what?
it is a homogeneous mixture that contains ribosomes,
Huh?
DNA, and all
Huh?
the different enzymes.
Correct. Okay. Now you tell me further. Devra can tell me now that the what is lamelle now. Devra will explain lamelle.
Ma'am, the lamellae connects different thylakoids.
Lamelle contains no. See, now you all are forgetting. Who can clarify? Raj, can you tell me?
Yes, ma'am.
So say,
Ma'am, what?
I am saying that what are lamelles?
Ma'am, I don't know.
Okay, okay. Who can tell now? So you take up the anyone can take up the initiative.
When there are two types of lamellae, grana
Uh,
lamellae and stroma lamellae.
very
Uh,
good.
the grana lamellae, it has membranous sacs called thylakoids. They
Uh,
are placed one above the other to form the granum,
correct.
and each thylakoid has some structures, bead-like structures. We call them contosomes.
Very good.
And then contosomes has
What is the
230
what is the location of the contosomes?
inner side of the membrane of the thylakoid.
Inner membrane of the thylakoid. Correct. That is the inner membrane of the thylakoid. Then about the
And then the contosomes have 230 pigment molecules. They are like four different pigments are there: chlora A, chlora B, carotene, and xanthophyle.
xanthophyle. We say chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B,
And then
carotene.
carotene and
And
xanthophyle.
xanthophyle.
The colors of all these pigments?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
chlorophyll
Chlorophyll
A is
is green.
green, chlorophyll
Green.
B is bluish green,
Chlorophyll blue green. Carotene is orange.
Carotene.
Xanthophyle
and
is
xanthophyle is
yellow.
yellow.
Yellow. Very good. Okay. And then what is the function of these all? And how are these four different pigments classified?
I'm into
Chlorophyll A,
essential pigments and accessory pigments.
One at a time. All will start the mic will be a problem. Okay, you have to unmute it. Okay. Only when you speak. Barbie, you also keep your mic off. Neha is telling, na?
yes, sir.
So Neha, continue. Just tell me the
Chlo-
classification. How we have classified the pigments.
Chlorophyll A and B are the essential pigments, and carotene and xanthophyle is the accessory pigments. Essential pigments help in trapping of sunlight, and the accessory pigments, like they protect the essential pigments that prevent them from photooxidation.
Photooxidation. Okay, so the intense sunlight when it will fall, so they will not get destroyed. So that will be done by the A and B, chlorophyll A and B. Very good. Okay. Now the next lamellae are which ones? Now
Stromal.
Shravani will tell. Shravani will unmute now.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is
Ma'am, the
the
stroma
other type
lamellae.
of the lamellae?
Ma'am, they are the stroma lamellae.
Uh-huh.
They are the tube-like structures that connect the adjacent granum.
Correct. Okay. So this was all about the chloroplast. So chloroplast is included in which cell organelle? Devratman.
Repeat the question.
My question is that this chloroplast, the organelle which we are talking, is included in which particular organelles? And they are found in plants. So what is that?
Plastids.
Barbie is knowing. That only I wanted. But remember, they are the plastids. And what are the different types of plastids? Who will tell?
Ma'am,
You have not
leucoplasts,
answered yet.
Leucoplastids and chromoplastids.
chromoplasts, and chloroplasts.
Okay. That's leucoplastic chromoplast. So chloroplast comes in which one? Chloroplast included in chloroplast is included in which type of the plastid?
Chromoplast.
Chromoplast, correct. Okay. So this all you should know. Now tell me, what are the different types of the chromosomes? Are you remembering what we did? The different types of chromosomes which are classified on the basis of location of centromere. Location of
Yes, ma'am.
centromere.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Remembering?
Yes, ma'am.
So just tell me then
Metacentric,
Raj,
Metacentric, submetacentric.
just 1 minute.
submetric.
You all start answering. Raj has to speak. Raj, can you tell? Raj has left the meeting. Some problem is there again and again going out and joining. ठीक है, अब now Devansh can tell. Raj has again joined. Raj, can you speak? Are you hearing me? Raj?
Ma'am, can you
Okay,
repeat the
so
question?
my question is, who will repeat the question now? Who heard it?
Types of chromosomes on the basis of location of centromere.
Ah, did you get the question now? Devansh?
Yes, ma'am.
Devansh?
Yes, ma'am.
Should I repeat the question again?
No, ma'am. There are four types of chromosomes: metacentric, uh,
Very good. Huh?
acrocentric, telcocentric, and one more. What was that? And ma'am, that's it. I know this one. There was
Okay, Barbie, which one is missing?
Submetacentric.
Correct. Okay. So these are the four types of the chromosome. So remember it. It's very very important. Okay. Further detail we will not go into it. वो आपको पढ़ना ही है. Okay. Now, further, what were the inclusions we did? Devansh, can you tell me the inclusions? जल्दी से नेम बता दो जो inclusions अपन ने पढ़े थे. You
cell
all have
inclusion.
in your, huh? Cell inclusions. Huh? Which cell inclusions we did?
Ma'am,
Ritu is getting which cell inclusions?
Ribosomes.
Which one? No, inclusions. एक मेन तो एक ही तो अच्छे से किया था पूरा डिटेल में अपन ने वैक्यूल्स किया था. What we did? Are you remembering? हाँ. Okay, Barbie getting
Vacuum.
vacuoles. Huh? Vacuoles we did. So the different what is the function of the vacuole, that also we did. So that is the storage structure. That is the storage structure. Okay. So cell now and what are the two types of the cells? Tell me quickly. What are the two types of cells?
Eukaryotic and
Eukaryotic and
prokaryotic.
prokaryotic.
Karyotype.
Prokaryotic. Okay, that was fine. Okay, that you all have done. Now let me come quickly to the human physiology part. So in the digestive system, can you tell me the duct system which is present joining the liver, the pancreas, and the duodenum? Can you name those ducts? The duct coming from the liver,
hepatic duct,
hepatic duct. Okay. Other duct, कुछ याद है वो पूरा फिगर?
Hepatopancreatic duct.
Hepatopancreatic तो वो where does it open?
Pancreatic duct.
Hepatopancreatic you said na. So which is that hepatopancreatic?
Ma'am, it opens into the stomach.
Stomach. Stomach तो no duct will open.
ma'am, bile duct, cystic
Du-
duct.
Duodenum of the small intestine.
Duodenum, correct. The hepatopancreatic will open to the duodenum. Devansh, you said just now which one? Which two ducts?
Ma'am, the cystic duct.
Cystic duct. Okay. What is that cystic duct?
Ma'am, the one which connects bile duct with bile. That
And
bi-
bile duct to the
ma'am, bile to uh, ma'am, the gallbladder.
हाँ, see this should be very clear. वहाँ देखो गॉल ब्लैडर से आप if you are keeping the figure in front, so you have to remember this. Okay, see, one thing remember students, you will have to write down the answer in words, isn't it? And when you have to write down the answer in words, you should be able to express yourself very well in words, that what is the cystic duct, which is the bile duct, which is the pancreatic duct, and which is the hepatopancreatic duct. Because all the parts are very clear in the figure. The tube-like structure arising from the pancreas, that much portion will be called as pancreatic duct. Okay, now when you see the same tube moving ahead, to that same tube, the duct, you find the bile duct is coming, that is from the पेनक्रियाटिक डक्ट में कौन सा एक डक्ट ज्वाइन हो जा रहा है, वो जो बाइल कैरी कर रहा है. Okay, so we call it as, that is, we call it as the hepatic duct coming from the liver. तो इट बिकम्स देन, वो एक ज्वाइन होने के बाद हिपैटोपेनक्रियाटिक हो गया, एंड दैट इज ओपनिंग इनटू द ड्यूडेनम. लेकिन उसके ऊपर देखोगे लिवर के पास में, तो यू आर गेटिंग सिस्टिक डक्ट. व्हाट डक्ट इज मार्क्ड देयर? द सिस्टिक डक्ट. Okay, so it is the duct arising from the, did you get it? Figure it is not marked. Devansh, now can you tell me which is the cystic duct? कितने पार्ट को अपन cystic duct कह रहे हैं?
Ma'am, the one which connects gallbladder to the common bile duct.
Bile duct, correct. Okay, common bile duct. That is the cystic duct. Okay, so this should be very clear to everyone. You can mark it there. ये याद रखने का है. Okay. Now the next thing which is important in the digestive system, or you should remember, and I'm just asking, that is the enzymes which are involved in the process of digestion. Are you remembering? We gave in detail very nicely that what are the different glands, and what are the different digestive juices, and what are the different enzymes present in the digestive juices. तो वो नंबरिंग करके याद है सारा कुछ, एक बार पढ़ना पड़ेगा. What you say? You'll have to revise it again, or everything is known to you? Known to you? Okay, so what you do, see, now we will not be exceeding the time, because time limit is 40 minutes time. Okay, so 40 minutes we'll have the class. Already it is 42. Okay, now what we'll do, I want everyone to revise what we did before the holidays. Okay, and what you will be doing next period, I will take up the excretory system, the renin angiotensin mechanism. Is it clear? And the micturition. See, we will not be lagging behind the syllabus. वो तो आगे चलते जाना चाहिए, लेकिन वो रुकना नहीं है. ओके, और जो पिछला हुआ है, रिमेंबर, यू हैव टू, from your side, you have to thoroughly revise it. Followed? Because any day, any time, while teaching any topic, I will ask any student to answer any question from any topic. Did you get it? That way, my revision will go on. Is it very clear to everyone? ऐसा नहीं है कि हम अलग से पूरा एक एक टेस्ट लेंगे, ये तो पॉसिबल नहीं है. लेकिन टू फाइंड आउट एंड टू चेक, आई विल आस्क फ्रॉम एनी टॉपिक, एनी क्वेश्चन जो पिछला का है, and I want a very quick answer from your side. Okay, that way you have to prepare the whole biology. Followed? So I am not happy with Raj. Raj, I want to talk to you now. जल्दी से बोलो एक बार. स्पीकर ऑन करो, अपना माइक अनम्यूट करो. हाँ राज, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? बार बार ज्वाइन हो रहे हो, बार बार लीव क्यों हो रहा है?
मैं वो
Ma'am,
बार बार
actually,
डिस्कनेक्ट हो रहा था.
डिस्कनेक्ट हो
actually
रहा है.
when we press
उसको देख.
back, it automatically disconnects when we press back.
अच्छा, तो ऐसा क्यों करते हो फिर? क्योंकि दिस पे यू हैव टू सी दैट देयर शुड बी कंटिन्यूटी, बिकॉज द अटेंडेंस इज आल्सो देयर. वो गड़बड़ कहाँ हो रही है, ये टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम्स देखने पड़ेंगे ना, तो उसको जल्दी जल्दी सॉर्ट आउट करो. तो राज, व्हाट अबाउट योर स्टडीज? हाउ मच यू डिड इन द हॉलीडेज? Raj, can you speak? What about your studies? Whatever portion we did you read it? Again, Raj left the meeting. See, that we cannot talk also now. This is a great problem then. Devratna has also
Ma'am,
left the. Huh?
ma'am, when we accidentally press back, it automatically disconnects the Meet, the Google Meet.
So
It au- au-
back to the which back you are talking about? माइक ऑन ऑफ करना है आपको, तो सिर्फ एक ही चीज है, एक बार ज्वाइन करने के बाद तो सिर्फ माइक ऑन ऑफ करना है, बाकी तो कुछ टच नहीं करना। और एक बार चैट बॉक्स करो, अगर चैट बॉक्स यूज करना है तो। एंड दीज थिंग्स आर क्वाइट डिफरेंट। तो
no,
स्क्रीन पे
ma'am,
क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है?
when we accidentally press back, it disconnected automatically and immediately it disconnects.
अच्छा, तो क्या चीज है ऑन ऑफ करने में? If you are having any problem in mic children ना, one thing can be done. एक ना आप दैट इज योर पुश बट उसको एक मंकी साइन आता है, वो एक रिस्टोर, आई टेल यू नेक्स्ट टाइम। तो देन विद द हेल्प ऑफ दैट स्पेस बार ना वी कैन यूज दैट माइक ऑन ऑफ कर सकते हैं, अपना अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं। ओके, सो दैट कैन बी डन। ओके, गूगल स्टोर्स पे एक्सटेंशन पे जाना, तो वहां पर आपको एक मंकी साइन दिखता है, दैट यू हैव टू डू इट। So then you can operate it with the help of that space bar only. Follow, if you have any problem, that is also the easy thing.
No, ma'am,
इसमें कई बार
that back button problem
हाँ,
is done with the phone, the one who are using a mobile.
फोन वालों को प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है। ओके ओके, हाँ हाँ हाँ। अच्छा, फॉर
But we
दैट
don't have
यू
to press that back button often.
हाँ, वो
When we
नहीं
don't
जाना
have to
चाहिए।
use that button.
हाँ, you don't have to use it only ना, जब तक क्लास चल रहा है तो। ओके देन, सो वी विल स्टार्ट आवर लेक्चर, द we'll move ahead with the syllabus. ओके, अब करना क्या क्या है? सी, टू थिंग्स आई हैव टोल्ड यू। वन इज द होल रिविजन, नंबर टू दैट इज योर प्रोजेक्ट topic has to be selected. Okay, those who have selected, those who have prepared the synopsis, no problem. Those who have not selected, they selected the topic. Those who have already selected, if I have not given the synopsis, so you will tell me, so I'll give you the synopsis and you can move ahead with the preparation of it. Is it clear? And Neha and Shravani, I'll tell you, I'll read your part and I'll tell you that it is okay or not. Okay, so now that way, so we'll end up with the class Shanti. So join your hand. We'll do Shanti part. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sign up. You are can leave now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sairam, ma'am.